What's our population in Australia?
7.
What's the population here in
About 22.
in Delhi? 22.
Roughly 22 million, thereabouts.
Well,
We
yeah.
like the weather in Delhi.
Yeah,
It's
the
nice.
weather's
You get
nice.
seasons in Delhi. I love it. Modern India is obsessed, especially young people are obsessed by baking. From dahi gujia to aloo tikki to golgappa by the million. Ep17 market action. Hi, I'm Gary Mehigan.
I'm Matt Preston.
I'm George Calombaris.
And we are on iDiva SpeakEasy.
I moved to Australia. I've been organising nightclubs, concerts in the UK. I came and got paid to watch telly, and then someone said, would you like to get paid to eat out? So that's how I became a critic, and then did that for 10 years. And then 14 years ago, I moved over to becoming a food writer, and I write recipes, I talk about food, eat around the world, write travel pieces. It's the best job in the world.
Well, I was just about to say, what a terrible job. We've always said he had the best job, didn't we? Unbelievable.
I was absolutely terrible at school. Never won a ribbon. Was pretty awful, actually. And then fell in love with the idea of putting food on a plate. And then worked out, geez, I'm okay at this. And then it all just started. It's been incredible.
Love it. I never wanted to be a chef, and there was just this moment of realization that my grandfather was just wonderfully engaged in life. You know, he used to say hello to everybody, he had a wonderful garden, he used to enjoy teaching me how to do little bits and pieces like chop an onion, and it kind of the penny dropped, and yeah, I became a chef, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it turned out all right.
What's our population in Australia?
7.
Is it 27 now? What's the population here in,
About 22.
in Delhi? 22.
Roughly 22 million, thereabouts.
And you can fit, what's the size of Delhi?
What's the size of India? Well, Australia is bigger than India.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
It's
a different place.
It's just madness.
It's a different place. When did you come to Delhi first?
1989.
Wow.
Delhi looked different back then.
But the core is the same. The flavours, the spices, the street food, the tea, you know, all those things.
The weather.
Yeah,
We like the weather in Delhi.
Yeah,
it's
the
nice.
weather's
You get
nice.
seasons in Delhi. I love it.
So I think all those things happen. So stuff that matters hasn't changed.
So the answer is, look at us.
But,
yes.
but also wherever we've gone, street food is always the first port of call.
Yeah.
The market
Yeah.
and the street food. And then the restaurants is probably, you know, they'll be, it doesn't matter, it's Mexico City, whether it's Seoul, whether it's Hanoi, whether it's Ho Chi Minh, whether it's here, you know, you want street food, what do you want to know about? What would you like to eat? We'll tell you, and we'll tell you where to go.
You know, some of these skills are multi-generational. You know, that stall, that spot that's been making a particular thing, you know, whether it's pav bhaji or whatever it is that person's been doing it every day, possibly for their whole life. And often it's been passed down. And those kind of skills, even as a chef of 30 years, I don't know how to make a perfect Rumali roti or a lacha paratha.
It's 100,000 hours of skills, not 10,000 hours. That's why you become an expert.
Gonos Masterclass, it is indeed. I mean, in fact, the only reason we're here is because of Gonos, you know, which is an online food delivery platform, but also an educational platform. And what we love about it is it's a club almost of amateur cooks and bakers, but also a club of foodies, and that appeals to us enormously. It's almost an extension of Masterchef in a sense. But we know that modern India is obsessed, especially young people are obsessed by baking. They're obsessed by pastry. There are some really great pastry chefs in this country. So that we know that we thought if we do a sweet attack for our masterclass, that we get a lot of interest. So yeah.
And egg-free as well.
And egg-free too. How about that? For me, it's just about food that I love to eat. You know, I've got an idea of what I want the flavors to be, and obviously there's technical issues. There's, you know, the idea of perfection is a ridiculousness. Yeah, honestly, it's just delicious. I think in all the time that we've worked together and all the food that we've eaten, we can unanimously agree on pretty much 99.9% of the time what's delicious.
We always discuss food being a subjective thing, but I think what we found on 11 years of Masterchef, it's actually incredibly objective. A good dish is a good dish is a good dish all day long.
It's got to be authentic. You know, they're delicious, tick all those boxes, but if you can put some sort of story in there, geez, that's powerful.
But I think that was also part of the fun of Masterchef, is helping those people find that voice. Some reality shows are cast like a drama. This person's your girl next door hero. This person's your bad guy. We tried to just pick people who are ordinary, decent human beings who wanted to cook better.
Masterchef was part of our career, but not all of our career. It was 4 years ago, and actually we're still, when we go out to eat, whether it's on the street or in a fancy restaurant, or whether it's home, it's just all in kind of, you know, almost obsessive search of deliciousness.
Yeah.
I think we all agree that we were 3 of the luckiest people on the planet. We just kind of tumbled into this unknown show. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what good ratings meant. And it just exploded onto our screens in Australia and around the world. And we know that India has always been some of our greatest fans, biggest audience.
I think one of the beautiful things about MasterChef was all these contestants coming in and wanting to kind of get a little slice of what we were experiencing, what we loved, and be able to share that and help, you know, elevate them, help mentor them towards that dream was really impressive. I think the other thing, now we've been out of MasterChef for 4 years, we realized that that TV show was a unicorn. It was very unlike any other reality TV show because it was very real, it was very transparent, and it was always about the food.
People get tattoos put on themselves to remind them of things. Personally, I can say I've got 11 years tattooed, you know, in my heart and in my mind and my memory of an incredible time. It was wonderful.
And also it's got a little MasterChef logo just to keep that. We all have, just on the back of our neck.
Signatures change. I think, you know, what we're cooking is food that we love, and there's some amazing honey you've got to use local. There's amazing caper leaves, capers, some amazing...
The Kaladi cheese from Jammu, for example.
Yeah, then we can go, okay, rather than me coming in and going, I want to do butter chicken prawns, which is just like...
Craziness.
Don't want to do that. We're going to do like a little table-side tzatziki, and tzatziki is that traditional yogurt, cucumber, garlic dill. Our one's going to have yogurt made with beetroot. We're going to have lots of little components in there, and then at the table, our guests will get to make it themselves.
Talking about local ingredients, I've bought lamb from Australia. So we're doing Mulwara lamb shank, slow braised over 12 hours, which is delicious, and classic French flavours. We've got the Kaladi cheese, which is a bit of an amalgamation of, you know, me finding the cheese, the honey, you know, putting that, you know, Saganaki touch to it, and a little heat from black pepper, which was your idea.
And I think for me, it's about key things, it's about key flavors. It's like find one element you want to showcase. So whether that's I'm doing an Arabian Gulf prawn, but I'm using finger lime, which is an indigenous Australian ingredient you won't see here. A tamarind, beautiful Indian flavor, tamarind, chipotle, and brown sugar ketchup. Then I love the flavors of roasted white chocolate and smoked salt in a tart.
The most important
Which?
Aussie ingredient
Oh,
of
Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Yeah,
Vegemite.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
I hope you learned a little something that you didn't know about us.
And if you want to know more, you can either go to gonos.com, or alternatively, you can like, subscribe, or share this video and just get behind the wonderful people at iDiva SpeakEasy.